Dietary protein 2026. When, why, and how. Protein is one of the most important nutrients for healthy aging. It helps us maintain muscle, strength, balance, immunity, and metabolism. The latest guidelines suggest that most proteins benefit from about 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein for each kilogram of body weight per day. This is higher than older recommendations, especially for people over 40 and 50. Protein is just not for bodybuilders. It helps prevent muscle loss, supports blood sugar control, and helps us feel full so we snack less. We should get protein from real foods: eggs, fish, meat, yogurt, cheese, and also plant sources like nuts and seeds. It is best eaten together with healthy fats because fats slow digestion and help hormones stay stable. In this series, we will explain why protein is so important, what it does to our hormones and muscles, and how to eat it safely without overdoing it. Why dietary protein matters. Protein is one of the most important building blocks in the body. First, it helps us build and keep muscles. As we age, we naturally lose muscle unless we eat enough protein and use our muscles. Protein is also needed to run over our metabolism. Many of the chemical reactions in the body depend on protein. Our hormones and body signals are made from protein too. So protein affects energy, mood, blood sugar, and many body functions. Protein supports our immune system that helps wounds heal. If someone is low in protein, they get sick more easily and heal more slowly. Our skin, gut lining, and connective tissues are also made from protein. This is why protein is important for strong skin and a healthy gut. The brain uses protein to make neurotransmitters, the chemicals that control memory, focus, sleep, and emotions. Finally, protein helps us feel full. It reduces hunger and helps control appetite, which is why it is very helpful for weight and metabolic health. When we eat protein, two important hormones respond: insulin and glucagon. Insulin rises a little. This is a good thing because insulin helps move amino acids from the blood into the muscles and tissues so the body can repair and build. At the same time, protein also stimulates glucagon. Glucagon prevents blood sugar from dropping too low. So protein does not cause big sugar crashes or big sugar spikes. The balance between insulin and glucagon keeps blood sugar steady. This is very different from refined carbohydrates like bread, rice, sugar, which cause a much larger insulin rise than a drop later. So protein supports stable energy, stable mood, and better blood sugar control, especially in people with insulin resistance. Protein works best when the body has place to use it, and that place is muscles. Muscle is like a sponge. It absorbs amino acids from the protein and also helps clear sugar from the blood. If someone eats a lot of protein but does not use their muscles, for example, they are sedentary or do not strength exercise, the body has less need for all those amino acids. Some of these amino acids can be turned into glucose by the liver. If that glucose is not used for energy, it can be stored as fat. Over many years, this can slowly contribute to more body fat and worsening insulin resistance. This is why protein and muscle work together. Protein is not just about what you eat. It's also about how much you move and how much muscle you use. This is why modern guidelines always combine adequate protein with regular resistance and muscle strengthening exercise. The best way to increase protein is to use real food, not powders first. For people who eat animal foods, good protein sources include eggs, fish, chicken, meat, and dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese. They are complete proteins and are easy for the body to use. For people who are vegetarians, good choices are tofu, tempeh, lentils, beans, paneer, and yogurt. These provide useful protein, but portions may need to be a little larger. Nuts and seeds are healthy, but they are more a source of fat than protein, so they should support the meal and not be the main protein source. The key message is build your muscles around a clear protein source first. Then add vegetables, healthy fats, and fiber around it. Caution with dietary protein supplements. Protein supplements can be useful, but they should not be the first choice. The best source of proteins is always real food. Supplements are only to support the diet, not replace meals. They can be helpful for older people who eat very little, people who are losing muscle, or after exercise when appetite is low. However, many protein powders contain added sugar, artificial flavors, and sometimes even unwanted contaminants. So labels need to be checked carefully. Most importantly, protein drinks alone do not build muscle. Muscle grows only when protein is combined with resistance or strength training exercises. So the message is food first, supplements only when needed, and always combine protein with movement and muscle strengthening exercises. 2026 take home message. Protein is one of the most important nutrients for healthy aging. It is needed to keep our muscles strong, to make hormones, to support the immune system, and to keep our metabolism working well. When we eat protein, insulin rises a little. This is normal and healthy. It helps move amino acids into the muscle and tissues for repair. However, protein works best when muscles are being used. If someone eats more protein but does not do any strength or resistance training exercises, some of that extra protein can eventually be stored as fat. So the key message for 2026 is simple. Eat enough protein, but also use your muscles. Good nutrition and regular resistance and strength training exercise must go together for strength, metabolism, and long-term health. Thank you for watching.